Guys, Copenhagen Cowboy here. This video, as you seen on the description, is I got busted at school for dipping. Guess what? I graduated so they can kiss it or suck it or whatever they want to do. But anyway, so I'm gonna get into it and let you guys know what happened. So I was in 11th grade at the time, which has been a little while ago, a few years ago, and so what happened was I grew up in a little southern school, okay, which they didn't pay much attention to it because it's full of hillbillies. They expected it. So I was used to that. Well, my mom decided that she wanted me to go. She lived in Missouri and I lived here in Illinois with my grandparents, and she lived in Missouri, which is was pretty much a city. And so she wanted me to move there, so I did. I didn't want to. I was basically made to against my own will. So the school was humongous. I'm used to a little school with like 300 people in it. That's students and staff. That's little. And Austin, he knows what I'm talking about because he went to school with me in the same school. Not the big one, but the smaller one. But anyway. So what happened was, I really didn't put much thought into it. I didn't think it through. Of course, I don't think a lot of things through at all, but I really didn't think this through. Probably should have, but I didn't. I didn't care at the time. Well, I've been dipping in school, for I was there for like the last 4 weeks of school, which sounds retarded because then I went back to my old school the next year, so it's basically pointless. Well, anyways, so I've been dipping in my classes, and nobody seemed to say anything to me. I'm sure the teachers would have seen it. They would have came to me and told me to take it out or send me to the principal's office or whatever. Well, it didn't happen that way. Yes, I got busted. And I remember that like it was yesterday, okay? And I'm the kind of person that I don't get into trouble. I don't. I was raised to not be a troublemaker, so I'm not. Thank God that my parents cared enough to do that. Well, let me fix the camera because it looks like it's about to fall. I don't want that to happen while the video's going. There we go. Anyway, so I went to the office because I didn't have a class for that particular hour. And so every day I just go in there and go into the little room that they had in the office and just sit by myself and doodle and listen to the radio. And I did that every day, and I was dipped in there. Nobody ever came in there or anything or paid attention to me. Well, again, yes, I knew better, but I'm kind of a risk taker sometimes. Depends what it is. But anyway, so I didn't have a mud jug yet. I didn't even know about them until I don't know, 2 years after that. So I was spitting in a Coke bottle, and I had it in my backpack, and I had like the top of the bottle peeking out of my backpack, and I'd zip it all the way down to the bottle, and I had the bottle or the backpack sitting on the table next to me, so nobody can see me go spit. So I just kind of crouch down and go spit in it. And lo and behold, this one freaking day, I didn't even know the principal or the assistant principal. I only seen the principal, so I didn't know who the assistant principal was or what he looked like. I seen him coming my way, and I was like, what's this joker wanting? And he wanted me, unfortunately. And that school had cops in it everywhere because there's so many gangs in that school, and a lot of violence and bullies and bullcrap like that. So I could have gotten a lot more trouble than what I did get in, but anyhow, he came over there, looked at what I was drawing, and I was drawing a picture of Beavis and Butthead, which happened to be his favorite cartoon apparently, and he said it was cool, and I should try to use that to give it to him to get myself out of trouble. It didn't work, and so he took my backpack, put it on his back, and he said, come with me. But when he put my backpack on his back, he didn't say nothing for a second. I was like, why does he got my bag for? Like, put it down, dude, it's mine. And no, he's like, I want you to come with me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on at all. I thought maybe I got signed out or something that day. I didn't know. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. So he takes me to the conference room, which is when my heart really started racing. Because I was like, oh, tits. 'Cause if you're going to the conference room, there's something bad going to happen. Well, there wasn't nobody else in there. He's like, stopped at the sink. And he said, all right, take your dip out, throw it in the sink. And I was like, how does he freaking know that? It's like so small. It's not even nowhere near this size. It was the littlest pinch ever. And it was like back here. And I have kind of chubby cheeks, and you can't, I don't know how you seen it or how you knew about it. And so I'm like, well, he done busted me. Might as well do it. And I took it out because I was not going to argue with the dude and get more trouble. So I took it out, threw it in the sink, and he washed it down the drain. And he said, all right, throw your spitter away. So I got my bottle, and it was nasty looking because that bottle was almost full of spit. Literally, I spit almost to the rim. I've been doing it all day. And I guess somebody saw me and snitched, which wasn't cool. Whoever did that, I hope you feel bad about that. But anyway, so I threw it in the trash, and he said, all right, let's go to my office. And I'm like, son of a bitch, man. So I go to his office. He sits in his chair behind his desk, and I sit down, and he's like talking to me. He's like, you can't be dipping in here. This is a no tobacco campus. And I'm like, I didn't see that. I only see no smoking, okay? And he's like, well, that includes dipping. I'm like, well, that's stupid. If you don't want us to dip in here, they wasn't even in the handbook or nothing. Okay, they had no document or anything saying you cannot dip here. They just said no smoking. So if you don't want us to dip there, you might want to make that clear, you know. So anyway, he ended up writing me up, which wasn't the first time I ever got written up. But anyway, and I know I said I tried not to get in trouble. I didn't say I didn't. So he wrote me up and sent me to detention. Not that day, but the next day and the day after. So I got 2 days of freaking detention, which sucked. Which actually I didn't really give a shit because I had to stay after school anyway for after school stuff. And so I was like, you know, thinking I'm going to be slick about it, and my mom ain't going to know because she already thinks that I'm here for school. So I didn't tell my mom that I got detention, and I really didn't tell her why I got detention because my mom's been on my back for dipping since I started when I was 6 freaking teen. And so I was like, she's going to kick me in the nuts if she hears about this. So I stayed after school those 2 days. She never freaking knew I was in trouble. And there's a motorcycle out there. It's loud. It scared me a little bit. But anyway, she didn't know it. And I was like, well, that worked out the way I wanted it to. Not really, because I think like the next week after my detention was served, they actually sent a freaking mail and my referral in the mail. And I was like, what the? Why? I already served it and everything else. I mean, seriously? I mean, they probably knew I wasn't going to tell my mom. I'm like, who's dumb enough to do that? But anyway, so yeah, my mom found out about it eventually when she got the mail. You know, I didn't think they would send that because at my old school that I went to, they just give it to me. And I had to take it to my mom and get it signed and take it back. So, at one time I actually forged my mom's signature on it when I was younger. And I got in trouble for that too, but that's a different story. But anyway, so I got busted. She called my dad. My dad really doesn't care. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't care because I was, you know, almost 18, so, or almost 17, I mean, and he didn't care. My dad's a lot cooler with things than my mom is, but anyway. So, the hardest thing about me dipping is having to see my mom cry. Okay, that really hurt me. I don't like to see my mom cry, especially if I'm the one that causes it. And still yet, I continued to dip. I mean, I was already addicted to it, and I tried to stop, and it just killed me. I got mood swings and headaches, and I was just mean, and I don't like that either. So I was like, I gotta pick one or the other. And I think my mom can deal with it a little bit better, you know, if I just continued it. And she does. She understands now, but she's not as heartbroken by it as she used to be. And one time she actually found a can of my dip. I was dipping Grizzly back in them days, and I guess she had my brother right through my backpack. She always had him snooping around my room trying to find my cans and my spitters. He never did because I had a secret hiding place. And anyways, he found that can. That was before I started hiding it in the place that I started after that. But anyway, he found it and I didn't know it at all. And then my mom apparently had taken it and dumped it out and then wrote a letter, which was super sad, that said, "Why do you continue to do this? As it hurts me and makes me cry." And I was like, well, now I feel like a douchebag, okay? And she cut it out in a circle and put it in the can and put the can back in my backpack where it was at. Next day, I went to my auto body class because that teacher was so much cooler about me dipping. He didn't care. And so I went to go get one, and I seen the note in there, and I was like bummed for the rest of that freaking day. And so that's how that happened. And I went back to my old school the next year when I was in 12th grade, my senior year. And again, I dipped there too, which I've done that before and I never got in trouble. So I was like, I ain't got in trouble before, I shouldn't now. And yeah, now it worked at all. I had an ag teacher and she had a freaking eye for people with dips in. And again, it was the smallest dip ever, both times. I got caught by her twice. First time, she almost sent me to the principal's office. She didn't. I talked her out of it. And then the second time, my dumb ass did it again. And yeah, she just gave me the evil eyes like she was going to shoot me in the forehead. And she's like, "Go take it out now." And yeah. And she's almost sent me to the principal's office again. I talked my way out of that one as well. I'm a pretty good negotiator. But anyway, I got out of that. And there's another time, I didn't even have a dip in. Actually, I had a Jolly Rancher in my mouth, and she thought it was a dip, and she really got pissed off. And I was like, "It's a Jolly Rancher, chill out." Golly. But that's pretty much the only times I ever got caught at school and really got in trouble. The first time I told you about was the worst of it, but I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I thought that was interesting. I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I did it now, so hopefully you liked it. If you liked this video, thumbs up. If you didn't, let me know. Thumbs down. Comment, subscribe, share, and follow me on Instagram, Redneck Dipper with 1 P. And I will be making a Facebook fan page soon. And Austin is going to make a video on Sniper Express. He's going to tell me when he does it. I'll let you guys know. Go check him out. Also, go check out Outlaw at Outlaw Dipper and Lift to Thrill and Mud Jug 1 also, which is the creator of these fine mud jugs that I spit in every day. And go check his videos out. Sergeant Spitter also, which is Mud Jug 1. So, and Chris Dips 1 also, he's pretty good. So just go check those out. They're good. So that's it for me. I'll come back at you later. Again, I'll be going to the fair, to the Derby pretty soon. Horse races are coming up next month. I'll be going to those, getting clips. And I'll let you guys know if anything else comes up. So that's it for me, Copenhagen Cowboy. Out. See you guys later.